I am 34 weeks and 2 days today. First, I'm gonna go over the symptoms. So this week is feeling a lot like the first trimester. And what I mean by that is not necessarily the nausea, because I'm not very nauseous. It's just I have been so hungry with no appetite whatsoever. Like everything just sounds really gross to me. And what sounds the grossest to me is like homemade food. I don't know if I actually said this before in the beginning of my pregnancy, and if I didn't say it, then it's kind of how I felt. But I feel like if I make something, I can't eat it because I made it. I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but basically I just have no appetite, and obviously we don't have the money to go out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. So I'm just kind of screwed, and I just kind of like force myself to eat. I have also been very, very, very tired. Nothing has really changed like in my schedule, so I think it's probably just the pregnancy. Like all of a sudden I feel really tired. However, the boys just started sleeping through the night. Like a month ago, Caden was at a point where he was still waking up most nights, and Kyson has been sleeping through the night most nights, but lately, and knock on wood, because I always do this to myself, I always say that they're sleeping through the night and then they stop. So lately there has been a few days a week where they will both sleep through the night. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe my adrenaline is finally wearing off from after having the twins. And of course, what happens next? Then you have another baby and you're up all night again. So, but I think if you've gone through before, like when your adrenaline is really high and you just pretty much run on adrenaline 24/7, once your body is like trying to catch up on sleep, you realize how tired you really were that whole time. So I'm thinking that might also play a tiny role in it, but I think for the most part, it's just my pregnancy. The fact that I'm so hungry all the time and just everything is really taking a big toll on my body this week. So yeah, really tired, really hungry. Another thing is that I have to pee all the time. Anytime I move, I feel like I have to pee. If I sit down, I have to pee. If I stand up, I have to pee. If I move to the side, I have to pee. If I'm laying down, I have to pee. If I get up in the middle of the night, I have to pee. Like I have to pee all the time. How many times did I just say pee in the last 30 seconds? So I did have my midwife appointment yesterday morning, and at that appointment, everything went really well. The appointment was at my house again, and we talked home birth supplies because we were supposed to have everything ready to go at 36 weeks, just in case. That way we have everything there no matter what. And like I said, I don't think I'm gonna go early, but it's good to have everything ready just in case. We're talking home birth supplies, which I have most of them, and as soon as I get all of them, I'm going to do a home birth video talking about everything that I have in preparation for the home birth. So I am gonna do that video as requested. I talked before about how he is posterior and he's been posterior, and some of you guys were confused at what exactly posterior meant, and the best way I can explain it is by showing you. Alright, this is the closest thing to me. So pretend this is Landon. There is breech, which would be head up, or head down, which is normal. So he could be here or he could be here, and a lot of people were thinking that that's what I was talking about, that he's breech, and he's not breech. He is head down, and I'm gonna talk about that more in a second too. But then there's anterior and there's posterior. So like if Landon is in my stomach, there's facing the spine, which is what they're supposed to be. I mean, it's not like a huge issue if they're not, but it's supposedly more painful labor if they're facing out. Generally speaking, they're supposed to be anterior, which means that he is head down and facing towards my spine. So right now he's head down, but he's facing outwards. So when the midwife checks everything, she feels limbs and she feels feet and just like body parts rather than just feeling a long back. So that's what I mean by posterior. So he is still posterior, and she went to go triple check that he is still head down, because he has been head down. And she was feeling down by my cervix, and she was grabbing, because the way that they feel is like they grab down by your cervix and they like shake it a little bit and they just like feel for a head. So she was feeling down there and she felt what she thinks is the head. But she went back up towards the top and she feels something else. It could either be the butt or the head. So she asked if he gets the hiccups, and of course he gets the hiccups 24/7, and she asked where I felt them, and I feel them always way, way, way down on my bottom right, like almost where my hip is, but actually more towards the center, but it's always really low. So, and then she listened for his heartbeat, and she found his heartbeat very, very, very down low also. But apparently he has a big booty, and there is a slight chance that she could be confusing his big old booty with his big old head. Considering the fact that I feel the hiccups very low, she thinks she feels the head down there, and she found the heartbeat way down low, she is 99.99% sure that he is head down. However, my next appointment is in 2 weeks, which will put me at 36 weeks, and if she still feels 99.99% 99% sure that he's head down, she is going to order an ultrasound to quadruple check that he actually is head down and that actually is a head that she's feeling. So if she's not 100% sure, she is going to order an ultrasound after my next appointment, which is Monday the 27th, I think. So as far as my midwife appointment goes, that's pretty much all that happened there. Other things this week, I've just been really tired, like I said. And I got a blanket that I ordered. I totally forgot about this. I got a blanket that I ordered for him. I found it on Target.com. It is the cutest blanket I have ever seen in my entire freaking life. And I will have to show you guys. I mentioned how I am obsessed with chevron print right now. And I found it's one of those really, really super, super soft. I don't even know what kind of material it is, but it's just like the really soft double-sided blankets. And I want to get his name like monogrammed on it. I just have to find a place that'll do it. Okay, look at this blanket. Oh my gosh. Isn't it just the cutest thing in the world? And then the other side, you can tell it's really soft. The other side is green. And this side, it's, the colors match the colors that are going to be in his nursery, which is like the other half of the master bedroom. And that's another thing. I am going to do a nursery tour once everything is set up, but like I said, it's we're sharing a room with Landon, so our master bedroom is so big, he literally has like his own section of the room. So once we get everything in there and everything set up, I am definitely going to do a nursery tour for you guys. But I just love this blanket, it's just so soft. So I think that is pretty much it this week, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my 34-week belly. So here's with the shirt on. The shirt up. I'm just getting absolutely massive. I'm so freaking big. I can't even see. All right, it looks like I'm at 43, just about 43. All right, so I think that is it for this week. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Make sure you guys add me on Instagram and on Facebook, and I will post those links down below. So that is it, and I will talk to you guys for week 35. Holy crap. All right, bye, guys. I bought a birthing ball, but I can't really use it when the kids are awake. I used to be really, really flexible. Like, I can feel him on the inside of my ribs now. For my sake, I hope he's not like a 10-pounder.